Good morning, brothers and sisters. It's Saturday, April 4th, and I'd like to share a quick little message with you. For the last week and a half to 2 weeks, God has been telling me, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. At a time when the world has turned upside down, where people are fearful, they're worried, they're anxious, they're nervous because of this COVID-19 threat, God has been saying, "Be still and know that I am God." Why? Because He will be exalted amongst all the nations. He will be exalted in all the earth. Now in Psalm 46, we read a message God had for the nation of Israel when Jerusalem was surrounded by their enemies. They were not to make allegiances with former enemies and masters, Egypt, but to trust in the El Shaddai, their Adonai. They were not to get excited, they were not to be anxious, full of worry or fear, but to simply trust in the God who had brought them out of Egypt, through the wilderness, conquered tribes of people before them in the land He had promised their forefathers. The God who had never left them, the God who had never forsaken them. He simply said to them, "Be still and know that I am God." It was He who is going to be exalted before all the nations of the world. This is a time where the sons and daughters of God need to step out in faith, need to show the world who our God is, that He has already triumphed over every danger of this world, over every enemy that rises up against us, against Him. He's already triumphed over it. I believe in the COVID-19 crisis, God is saying to us to be still and to trust Him to deliver us. This is a time that we as believers need to step out in faith and do what we have been called to do, to fulfill the royal law, to love your neighbor as yourself, to show the world that although it may look like we are walking through the valley of the shadow of death, we fear no evil. For God is with us. His rod and His staff will comfort us. It is God who fights the battle, for the battle belongs to the Lord. Don't be fearful, brothers and sisters. Just be still. Don't get anxious over the coming days. Remember, it is God who is in control. For God will be exalted. Just walk in faith and show the world who God is. Share His love with people who haven't encountered His love. Share Jesus with those who need hope, with those who need life. Let them know that it is God who is Jireh, Rapha, the El Shaddai, our Adonai. Thank you. God bless you all. I hope you're all safe.